Hello, everyone. We are truly back. Normally I say we're back, but we are truly back from our vacation in Japan.
Our minds are not back.
Our minds are not back.
They're still in Japan.
I definitely had like a little like obsessive like researching Japan after I got home for like the next like 72 hours after. I think now I'm like, all right, the trip is behind us.
I'm still there. I have the post-trip sads.
Yeah.
Not only because...
I think that's what I had for those 3 days. And I was like, and then I went back to work on Monday. And I think that's what like, okay, you're
brought
back.
You back to reality.
Just brought me back. Yeah.
I'm just sad because I miss Amy and Maggie.
Yeah, they're very nice. Yeah. Good to hang out with them again.
We pretty much spent the entire Tokyo. I mean, the thing I don't think we mentioned is that we actually planned that trip together. Mm-hmm. They weren't with us for the first leg when we were in Kyoto. But when we got to Tokyo, we were in the same hotel, not room, but like the same hotel and we would meet and stuff. Yeah. And we would play board games every night. So it was really fun. Yeah. But as usual, this is a trend now. We are jet lagged. I would say not nearly as bad as when we got back from the UK. That was some kind of abnormality.
When we went to the UK for AirCon, I don't know if we mentioned this, but we never got not used to Los Angeles time.
We never,
And then when we came back home, it was like, all right, we never got used to it, so just go to bed your normal time. So, so it was kind of strange. This time around, we are sleeping at a decent time, but I am waking up like around 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Which is like about an hour, like more than I want to be. I want to be waking up at 6.
Today, he woke up at 4.
Today was 4, yeah.
So then he got all grumpy when he came home from work.
I'm tired. I'm now feeling tired, yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of equalizing. The thing that's nice is we're usually night owls, and that's actually a problem for us.
Yeah.
And
we don't want to be night owls.
We don't want to be. Yeah. We want to live a normal schedule. So this is helping with that. Mm-hmm. As for Dexter, our Dexter update is he was different this time around. I think it's because we were gone for 2 weeks rather than just a little bit less than a week when he went to the UK. Here's Dexter. He was not as excited, I think, about us being back for like the first 2 days. He was sleeping a lot.
He's treated spoiled like at my parents' house.
Yes,
so,
he loves Naveen's parents. Yeah. So he was just living the life for 2 weeks and like, who? That parents?
Like, they're back.
But after the 2 days were done, he was like, "Oh yeah, I remember this. I do love them."
Yeah.
And now we're inseparable. So
we took him on a nice long walk because we were walking so much in Japan for those 2 weeks. Like we're pretty much walking 8 to 10 miles a day, and so we're like, okay, we want to keep that momentum going because it feels really good.
Yeah.
Took him on a nice long 30-minute walk, and at the 15-minute mark, he was done. He was done, so I had to carry him.
Yeah. And then his parents told us that they never took Dexter on a true walk. He's a small dog, and he just runs around the house anyway, so he wasn't used to that sort of duration. Yeah. So he was really, really tired.
Super
after
tired.
that. Yeah. Anywho, that is Dexter.
There he goes.
Otherwise, we are going to be doing a summary, like a Japan summary video, I guess, because we ventured into a few board game cafes, into board game stores. The board gaming scene is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Mm-hmm. There's like used game sections, obviously a lot of Asian titles that you don't typically see here, but you do also see a lot of the popular big box titles in Japanese over there, both in the stores as well as in the board game cafes.
We actually saw Oranienburger Canal in pretty much every single board game shop we went into, the Japanese edition of it.
Can't get it here.
It's just too, I debated getting it there, but it was like that box is pretty big.
Yeah, there's.
So I was like, and we cut it close with our luggage. We did. We had 2 check-ins, and it was just like, I think we only had like a pound between the 2 of them.
Oh yeah. We did the whole thing at the airport where you embarrassingly open your luggage and have to like rearrange your stuff.
One suitcase was like, you're just kind of holding it and guessing. So like one suitcase was like 54 pounds, the other one was like 45 pounds, and we're like, shoot, like we gotta transfer all these things in front of everybody.
Yeah, but it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
We will be detailing the games that we picked up in this wrap-up video, so stay tuned for that probably in like 2 days or so. Mm-hmm. The next video that's going to launch is tomorrow, technically, but by the time this goes out, it'll be today, and it is Atiwa. So we finally filmed it, and it's all done, which means an Uwe Rosenberg wrap-up is on the horizon, as well as finally the Mind Clash series. We couldn't do both. We just couldn't do both at the same time.
Yeah, love those games, but man,
they're long.
They're long to film and edit. Yeah,
that's a lot of work,
especially with Tricarion, because we had 3 cams going The first time we filmed it, and that one was kind of a disaster doing that. But
we have different technology this time around, so we're gonna figure that out to try to give it the best view that we can. It's not, obviously we don't have a professional setup. We do what we can with what we have. So, but it will take some configuring. Yeah. I got a few gachas, and I know that there are a few people who enjoy kind of seeing like the trinket side. We're not really trinket people.
Yeah.
But when in Japan,
we have a couple different trinkets for like this fireplace. We haven't really changed it up too much.
Yeah, I mean those are candles. Those are hardly trinkets.
Not these. This.
That's my Lego Dexter.
Well, I know, but we have other trinkets. We used to have like stuffed things. We have the guy with the legs.
That's true.
Like,
the guy with the legs, yes.
We haven't done a different trinket up there in a while.
Those have all been moved to our collage shelf that's upstairs. So I picked up a few more things to try to decorate that collage shelf a little bit. And in Japan, they have a lot of really interesting gachas. And if you're not familiar with that term, it's those ball things. You can kind of see a theme, put in a few coins, and you don't know exactly what you're going to get, but you know what the set looks like.
Yeah, you know like what the theme of the it's like almost like a gumball machine if you picture it. It's like exactly that. Exactly. So it's like a gumball machine for like little mini toys.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And there are a lot of really strange ones. Like there
was a Denny's like
Denny's.
Like menu items from a Denny's, like truly Denny's, the food chain.
I mean, there was one that was like cute, like depending on where you are, you say this differently. In America, we just call it a line, or what do you call it? Like when you line up for something, like an entryway.
Okay.
You know, like when you go into Disneyland or a theme park.
I don't think I saw this one.
That thing that you have to walk
through.
Turnstile? The turnstile. They have turnstile.
Little mini turnstile. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, very strange. Yeah. So here are the ones that I got.
All right. Which one do you want to show?
I don't know if anybody out there is familiar with a show on Netflix called Pui Pui Molcar. That's a Japanese show. It's not anime. It's very cute. The episodes are only like 7 minutes long. Highly recommend you watch at least one. Might not be your thing, but it was my thing. And these are the cars from Pui Pui Molcar. They're like little hamsters that transport people around. It's really strange.
It's just a weird cartoon, like, but it's very weird.
It's not a cartoon though. It's like claymation mixed with felt figures.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like there's some sort of texture on that animation.
It's very creative, and it's not a product that you'll find here.
It's called Pui Pui Molcar.
Pui Pui Molcar
on Netflix.
Yes, on Netflix. When I saw it, I had to have something to bring home because I really love that show. And like I said, you cannot
the main character there.
I think this is like the police car.
Yeah.
This is one of the characters. So I got one of those. I don't know if you're familiar with Miffy. I think it's called Miffy. It's like a kid's...
We weren't familiar with Miffy until we got this.
Going to be soon because I'm learning Japanese, and a lot of like the younger books are like Miffy. Mm-hmm. But I just got a couple of these Miffy portraits. You might be familiar with these characters if you're in Europe.
I think you just liked it, and then Amy was like, "Oh, Miffy.
Yeah,
I grew up with Miffy."
Yeah, like, I didn't. Oh, okay. I just thought these are really, really cute. Yeah. This is supposed to be like wall art. I just thought I'll decorate something small with it, and it would be hilarious. Like if Dexter had a bedroom or a house, this would be like his wall art. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious.
We don't even know who these characters are.
No. If you're familiar with One Piece, I got this it's supposed to be like a scene from One Piece, which is an anime, a really long running anime, and a snail who was just watching it
on TV.
See, random.
Very strange.
These are super random.
What else you got?
I only have like 3 more. So
do you want to show these?
Well, I have this guy.
Oh yeah.
This is my not broccoli. This is
cauliflower.
Cauliflower. It was just like a set of like potted vegetable.
I don't think you're showing the face very well.
Oh, sorry. He's there.
Boom.
Boom. He's very cute.
Yeah, and he sits in a little pot.
And I have
very strange.
2 bonsai
plant-based things.
I wasn't intending on getting them, but I was intending on getting this like statue thing. But when I turned around to go get it, they had switched it out.
She took her eyes off of the machine, and then I guess a worker came and swapped out what the products were, the theme of it.
I literally turned around to get
I bet you got
changed.
Lost, honestly.
Huh?
You probably just got lost. You thought you were in the same row.
No way.
Yeah.
And the final one is,
last but not least,
it's a web-based manga series that was created during COVID. And I think it's called Shikawa, which means like small something. It's one of the characters from that series. The reason why I know about this is because Maggie from Thinker Themer, she was winning these in like the claw game.
Oh, is that the one that she was winning?
Yeah, she was winning these. Okay. And there's a card game. There's a collectible card game now that's themed these
brand new
characters.
one, yeah.
So she got like really into them, got some stuff from the claw game, and now I had to have my own.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's how I only got a few.
Real silly.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. And the last thing, because I know that we talked to a few people on here about learning Japanese. There are some other Japanese learners here. Naveen did great.
I did. I was able to pay for things. I was able to say thank you. The universal to people, please. Like, you know, like when you walk into a restaurant, you know?
I mean, we started the trip with Naveen not being able to say thank you. Remember that? It's very, granted, it was very intimidating.
It's very intimidating, yeah, when you walk up to somebody and they speak very fast and you're like...
Like, you know you shouldn't speak to them in English.
Yeah.
You know that you should try.
It just...
But you know how little Japanese you know.
Yeah.
So it's quite intimidating.
I get my, like, phrases mixed up also. And I freeze, like, sometimes when it's like... Oh, I was supposed to say arigato. Oh, man. Like, but I wanted to say something else, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Probably because I don't speak the language.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why. But by the end of the trip, Naveen was saying thank you. He was saying onegaishimasu, which is like please.
Please, yeah.
It was a big learning experience, and hopefully the next time we go back again, we'll know a little bit more.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Let us know what your favorite Japanese games are, by the way. When we were there, a few people messaged us saying, oh, you should look for this game. Somebody messaged us saying you should look for the new version of Botswana. If you've ever played Botswana, it's also called Wildlife Safari. We've talked about that game before.
Reiner Knizia.
Yeah.
It's a animal stock market commodity speculation kind of game. We really enjoy that one. Botswana was super out of print for a while. Wildlife Safari, which is, I don't know, it's re-implementation.
Some version of it.
I don't hear anything about that one. So.
Yeah. Our version has like actual toy animals.
Yeah.
And they just released a version in Japan for the Japanese market, I think last year. That's beautiful. And somebody said, you should look for that because it's really gorgeous. And they were right. Yeah. So we picked up a copy of that and then we introduced it to Amy and Maggie. And they enjoyed it too. So please let us know what your favorite Japanese games are because now we're sort of hooked on finding these gems.
I just really appreciate that they appreciate the small box.
Yeah.
Like...
Trick takers.
I like Eagle Griffin games, but hot take, that big box.
I don't think that's a hot take. That's
just too big.
Fair take. We don't like the big boxes.
Small.
Yeah.
Clans of Caledonia, if you're familiar with that game, a lot of game. As small and as tight as possible. That's my preferred way.
First edition, at least, is.
Yeah.
I don't know about the next ones. So, a lot of trick-taking games, and we enjoy trick-taking. So let us know what your favorites are. So thank you for letting us ramble on about our Japan trip. Like I said, stay tuned for the wrap-up video. While we were there, we were doing these random, food ratings whenever we would try drinks and stuff from vending machines.
Like an A through F kind of mechanism.
We're not going to include that in our wrap-up video. Stay tuned for the end of this video if you'd like to see all of those. Yep. So moving on, we do have a few other things to discuss. Something going on, I suppose, in the industry, if you've kind of had your ear to the ground. We kind of wanted to touch upon that just really briefly, just in case you all had any questions for us, because we're all about transparency with our community. And so we wanted to make sure that we communicated this. And then after we sort of discuss that, then we'll talk about stuff that's coming up.
Sure. Yep.
So if you haven't heard, we're not going to get into specifics because this is pretty much common knowledge at this point, and we're only going to discuss this as it pertains to our channel. There have been some dealings, I suppose, with another content creator in the space and a publisher. And the whole purpose of us bringing this up is we want to know if you have any questions about the way that we operate. We try to be as transparent as possible when we do any kind of sponsored content. It's always tagged. We always mention it. I think by now, anybody who watches our videos can kind of tell what content is sponsored and why. You know, we do these kinds of things. Virtually zero opinion piece with any of the sponsored content. Extremely clear about that when it comes to communicating with publishers as well. Like, we will not, if we're going to review something, we're not going to accept any form of monetary compensation. A lot of times when there's publishers from abroad, they'll say like, oh, how much for a review? And it's like, well, we don't do that. No way. And so then we have to kind of educate and say like, so we do like previews, like where we'll teach a game, but it's no opinion piece, no opinion language, or we'll play the game and we'll demonstrate how to play the game. But then, not say like, oh my God, that's amazing or anything like that. We try as much as we can. I mean, we're not perfect, but we do try as much as we can. We've actually started renaming some of our videos that say preview on them to just how to play,
because that's essentially what it is.
That's what all of our Kickstarter coverage videos are going to be tutorials because that's what we do. I think we've mentioned it in a video in the past that we are instructors, I guess, first.
That's the way we see our channel. Yeah. Our channel is like teaching just different games that are out there.
Yeah. My very first videos, even before Naveen joined, were all tutorial videos. That's literally why we started the channel, because we love teaching. We just want to be informative. When you first start out as a content creator, you're pressured into reviewing, truly. You can't really do much besides, and even when publishers see you, they automatically assume you're a reviewer.
Unless you're going to do like comedy or something like that, which
skits.
That's its own like skill set.
Yeah. So that's mainly why we started reviewing, but it's not like, that's like a big difference for me. I really enjoy teaching, and then reviewing is down here.
Yeah.
I don't think either of us are very good at it. It's just something that we do because people ask us a lot to share our opinions. So that is just kind of how we operate. But if you have any questions about how or what it's like to communicate with publishers or just anything in terms of that, please feel free to leave us any of your questions down below. And if there are a lot of questions, then we'll make another video just for you all discussing this. We'll also include a bit of it in our June vlog, because we're going to do a vlog for the main channel, because we do one at least at the start of the year and then one 6 months in. And also because June, I think, is our 4-year anniversary.
Yeah, 4-year channel anniversary.
So we're going to have to do something for that, I think, this time. We keep missing it.
I don't know what to do.
We'll do a live stream.
Enough. Yeah. Oh, live stream. There you go.
Yeah, we'll do a live stream with you all. I was thinking maybe we'll do a play along.
Yeah.
With you all, and then we'll do a larger live stream, which I don't know what we would do with the rest of the channel.
No idea.
But we will climb that hill when we get there. Back to this topic, the one thing that we don't want to discuss are specifics when it comes to financial compensation, because that's always like a weird thing, as well as any specifics having to do with that thing that happened with that specific creator. Because we want to stay on topic as to why we're bringing this up in the first place. All right, so finally, the last bit here is just some fun things that are coming up. Naveen and I are going to be flying to Prince Edward Island,
Canada,
in about 2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
Something like that. June 10th
weekend.
June 10th weekend.
Yeah.
I think that's in 2 weeks. Yeah. So we're going there because Watch It Played is going to be hosting I believe it's a 2-day.
It is a 2-day
live stream
2-day live stream event where we're going to be live streaming 5 to 6 hours a day on both Friday and then again on Saturday. I'm sorry, not on Friday. Sorry. We are going to be doing this on Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, it's June 10.
Yeah.
June 10 and June 11.
June 10 and 11, yeah.
So please join us if you can. It'll be a really fun time. It's very similar to what we did last year.
Yes, the one that we did here in Los Angeles. So now instead of doing it here on the West Coast, we are going all the way over to Rodney's studio. And so he's been configuring and tinkering and trying to see how we can get 6 people on there. Matthew Jude will be coming from England. We have Chaz coming from the Pacific Northwest, and then myself, Monique, and Paula coming from Los Angeles.
Yeah, we'll all be there. It'll be a good time. Rodney specifically has been working very hard on this. He's had to configure his space to try to figure out a way to make it look even better than it did last year. And we have a whole lineup of games that we're going to be playing together. We truly have a fantastic time whenever we are together. So we're looking forward to it, and we hope to see you all there. And as many as you can join, I guess. Other than that, coming up on our channel, now that we're back, I'm hoping, we have a lot of videos that are scheduled. I know I keep saying that, but
I don't think it stops.
But we truly have a lot of videos that we're hoping to put out in June or in the next few weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
So just to give you a sneak peek, we have inventions on the way. We didn't know for a long time if we were actually going to be sent a copy of the prototype for Inventions.
The Vitalis game. This is the one that's going to be his next big box one. Remember, I was hating on Eagle Griffin size. This is probably going to be one of those, unfortunately.
Yeah, but we make an exception because we love Vitalis games. Yeah. We are going to do a playthrough of that. It's going to be a lot of work. But it's going to be a lot of work
because the prototype is not here yet.
Yeah.
They kind of gave us very little notice. We knew we were going to possibly do this, but communication.
So publishers all work differently. This is one thing that I will say. Publishers all work differently. Some people will reach out 6 months in advance and give you a prototype very, very early.
I love that.
And Eagle Griffin, for some reason, has a history of reaching out. With
they know they're gonna release it. They just hit us up. Let us know like
Yeah.
when exactly. Give us an idea so we can configure our calendar.
It's tough
So it's
because
tough.
it's a pretty big, heavy game. So by the time it comes, I don't know how much time we'll have to prepare it, but stay tuned for that because
Yes.
we're going to be covering
We'll
it.
figure it out.
We also have a notification for Expeditions, which is on its way. And for that one as well, we're going to do a playthrough and talk about our opinions on it.
Yeah, that one's not sponsored.
It's not
so
sponsored.
We're just gonna. I really enjoy Scythe. Monique also does. So we knew for this one we wanted to play it and actually talk about it.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that we were able to kind of communicate that because we have a familiarity with Scythe. It is truly one of my favorite games of all time. So Jamie was saying that this is Scythe, not expansion.
No,
it's a follow-up.
It's a follow-up, but it's a completely different game. It's
Yeah.
not like you're playing Scythe 2.0. It's just it takes the universe of Scythe and then goes somewhere else with it.
It's a big statement.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah,
I'm
we haven't
excited
played
to
it.
play
So, yeah.
We also have another top 10 coming up because we did a top 10 that was sponsored by the World Series of Board Gaming, and they actually sponsored 3 of them. So we wanted to do a few of them anyway, coming up, going through this season.
Yep.
We already posted one. Another one is coming up within the next week in celebration of International Tabletop Day. So if you're not familiar with that, that is basically the once a year holiday that nobody really celebrates anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
It got us into the hobby.
It did get us into the hobby, yeah.
Which is why we wanted to do this specific top 10.
Yeah.
Because it was literally on that day that we were like, let's go to our local gaming store. Because a lot of gaming stores have like events.
Deals and stuff, yeah.
It might have died out because of COVID.
Probably, yeah.
So, and that's going to vary depending on where you are. But we're going to do a top 10 that has to do with if we were to start a collection and we're very new to the hobby, what 10 games I suppose would be put on it.
Yep.
So it might not even be games that are in our collection. So stay tuned for that. And then finally, we hope to do an actual top 10 games that were released in 2022. So we've been actively trying to play all of the games that we have in our collection that were released in 2022 because last year, a lot of them get released at the end of the year. Yep. We don't have enough time to play them.
Yeah, I feel like halfway through the following year is the best time to then be able to say, okay, we got to play a lot of those games that did come out towards the end of the year.
So we're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying really hard to be able to put this list together by the end of June. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, last but not least, I know this has been a very long video. We'll do little, summary points, I guess, in the description.
Sure.
We want to put up another poll.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while, yeah.
Since we've done a poll.
All the travel was hard we didn't want to put up a poll and then be like, oh, well, we'll get to that in 3 months.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And we noticed that whenever you put out a poll, it takes us a long time to actually produce this video because anytime we do review material, we need to play the game several times to actually be able to discuss it. So I don't know, what games do you want to put on the poll?
Well, we have a couple games that are oldies but goodies. So we got the Lorenzo I can't talk. We have Lorenzo Il Magnifico, which is the big box that came out with the expansions. I've only played Lorenzo Il Magnifico one time on Yakata or one of those flat lay websites.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I'm pretty sure that the physical copy would be more enjoyable.
I'm pretty sure.
Don't let me sway you. Do not vote for that because I said that. But also another one that I think we wanted to potentially play is a game called Village.
Yeah, that's the thing. The thing about doing these series, like the Uwe Rosenberg, the Mind Clash, all that stuff, is it really occupies the extra time that we have to play other stuff.
All the other games, yeah.
So once these are done, I really want to go back to playing games that are older, that have been released,
2016.
Not constantly looking forward. It's got to be a good mix.
A good mix, yeah.
Really enjoy playing older games. So I think that would be a good poll topic.
So those are 2 of them. So we'll come up with some other ones.
We have Clinic. We have a lot of older games.
Clinic's not that old, but yeah.
Is it not?
I don't think it's that old.
Well, older. I mean, in board gaming, old is 3 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we'll put together a list, and then we'll probably put up the poll within the next few days.
Yeah.
And let us know your thoughts. If you have any suggestions, also feel free to leave us a comment down below. We always love hearing from you. Also, if you're interested in joining either the Discord or our Board Game Arena group, please reach out.
Yeah, you can either private message us on here, or if you're comfortable, leave it in the description, not the description, in the comments. I've been talking so much today, so
We'd love to have you.
we'd love to have you. So feel free to just let us know somehow how we can add you to those groups.
Yes, I think that's it. This has been the longest video that we've made here in a while.
Remember I said I wasn't jet lagged? I'm feeling it.
Yeah. Well, 4 a.m. is quite early.
4 a.m.,
So we will no longer terrorize Naveen.
Okay.
Please enjoy our food ratings, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, this is Naveen's first chocolate item.
Chocolate item of the Japan trip. This is a chocolate bar found at the Kombini.
We can't see it. We can only see your face.
Well, oh, sorry. So I have no idea what it is, but it looks really good. There's like bits of like candy chocolate inside. Ooh, that's really good.
Let's see it.
There's like bits of candy chocolate in it.
Wow.
I couldn't tell if it was like a swirl or something, but yeah, it's really good.
What do you give it?
There's a B+.
That is going to be higher than that. All right, time for my bite.
Very good. You have to really savor it to really enjoy it. My B+ rating was based off just chewing on it.
It's an A.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that again.
Light.
Yeah.
Not too chocolatey. It's good. All right, our first vending machine experience.
That's fast.
Naveen went for the nectar drink. This, baby.
It's good.
What does it taste like?
It's like peach.
Peach?
Definitely peach.
Does it taste like peach nectar?
It does, actually.
Ooh.
It's good.
It has that like sour afterwards. It's not carbonated. It's like a peach tangy juice, right?
Juice, yeah.
It's like a Snapple.
It's like it's thicker though.
It is.
It has body.
It has body, and it's since 1964. There you go, nectar.
A vending machine chocolate ice cream.
It was. Hold on. It was
That one.
this, not Gacha. Wait. He's trying it. Okay.
I've seen this one for a while now. Going back and forth. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
What would you? Whoa! You went from pretty good to not bad. What would you grade it?
So it's not as good as the one from that 7-Eleven.
Okay.
B-. Passing grade.
The other one was a B+.
No, the other one's actually an A. The other one's
Wow.
delicious, yeah. The ice cream is a little chewy. It's not like that creamy consistency, almost like there's like air pockets, like when you like crunch down on it.
Oh, it's almost like a mousse.
Kind of. Oh, but I love mousse.
There's pull.
There's like an air gap separation in the cream.
Okay.
It's not bad though. And I've been very curious about it. I know nothing about it.
It's some kind of coffee.
Some kind of coffee. Georgia Grand. Oh, that's good.
What?
You would like this.
Me?
It's like a latte in a can.
Okay.
B. Yeah.
Wow, it's really sweet. I wasn't expecting it to be this sweet. It's pretty good. I just, I'm hoping I don't get a stomachache later. So we'll see.
Why don't you stop right there?
Okay.
Citrus cream.
Melon cream.
Melon cream. Ooh,
Soda.
wow.
Wait, I want to show them where it's from. Of all of these vending machines, Naveen chose this one drink.
I've seen it on menus at restaurants before. Didn't get it. I didn't know it was melon, so.
Something refreshing.
That is good. I don't know if you'll like it, but
Okay.
try it. It's an A-.
Oh, wow. Hey, that's better than what we've been hearing. It is good. It's good.
Have another sip.
Melon cream.
Melon cream.
It's definitely melon cream.
It's like a honeydew melon cream.
On first glance, oh, I guess this is like a vanilla, right?
I think that's like a ice cream ball. Just.
Because at first glance, it just looks like
I thought it was a
almost like
lime soda. Yeah.
Less fizzy, but definitely sweet like cream.